Hey guys, Thunder E here, and welcome to our review of Windows 10, Microsoft's latest operating system, which is meant to change the way we use computers and computing as a whole. Now, we've spent some time with the beta, and we use it for quite a while. I've also spent some time with the final version of Windows 10, and this is a kind of lengthy review, so stay tuned, watch the whole thing. There's a lot you learn from it. We're going to tell you about our experiences with Windows 10, what we like, some of the changes you expect to see, and all that fun stuff all together. So, let's jump in. So this is Windows 10. Yeah, it looks very familiar. That's the whole idea. Now, for me personally, I think Windows 10 is more like Windows 8.5, but Windows 10 is a marriage of aesthetic changes as well as internal changes in the software. It's much lighter, it's much leaner, it performs across a range of platforms, and we're looking at it on a desktop right here. Now, what you see here is very familiar, and it's on purpose because Microsoft really wanted to go back to some of the basics that people understood and liked. So on the desktop here, you can see Batman here, Ben Affleck with his desert outfit. We have our recycle bin in the top left hand corner. As we go through around some of the aesthetics here, you do have your start start button back again, which actually opens up your applications and things like that. You do also have your Cortana and search bar here, which we'll talk about, your task view for showing you what task you're running, as well as also how many desktops you have up, Edge browser, which we'll talk about. And on the right hand side, you do have the new clock and calendar, a new visual look. Also Action Center that shows you all our applications that are that we have updates from, as well as notifications and things like that. Quick access to the settings, the new volume rocker, and also just new look for the network settings. So if we're wireless, you show us different wireless options we have, and still we have this little area that shows us some of our background applications there that we have built in. Now, from Windows 8, if you use Windows 8 or 8.1, you would have the charm bar here, which we could actually go ahead and switch to the task menu and things like that. That's not there anymore. It's gone. We don't need that, and that's fine because all that is now housed here. So your start menu pretty much is here. It's been shrunk down to fit with the start button altogether, where you have your live tiles. You can resize them, you can open them up, you can uninstall and all that fun stuff. You do have all your applications here, where you can go and access them, or you can just search for it. Your power controls, your settings, which we'll talk about, file manager, recent applications, most used, and users. And here you can go ahead and click on that, expand to see how many users you have, log in, log out. Now, this is the start menu, and I just want to quickly show you this, but we'll show you in another video when we deal with tablets and convergence devices like the Surface, that your start menu here can expand up to tablet mode. You can actually still do this on the desktop and give you a different look. And this is what tablet mode looks like. So if you're using a tablet, this is what Windows 10 will look like on your tablet. You still have access to all your apps, power buttons, as well as also you can ask Cortana, task, multiple desktops, and all that fun stuff all together. So that's what you get with the tablet mode, but we'll talk about that later in a different video. So we have all this here. Let's look at the settings first of all. That's one of the key things that I really like with Windows 10. It's been simplified, it's been upgraded, it's much easier for you to find stuff. It's in categories, and if you really can't find it, literally you just have to search. But they've made it a very easy thing to do, so you can go ahead, check for updates, you can see things are in the right area, and it's much simpler for the average user, and I think that's very key and important. Even the file manager, one of the things about Windows is that Windows allows you many options. So if we go to the file manager here, we can right click, and you can see we have some options here. We can automatically go to desktop, video, we can go to downloads, pictures, music, and just open up a file explorer itself. Now you can see the visual look of the file explorer has changed. Looks a little bit more like Office. You can see how the icons have changed, a little bit more simpler. You have all your options here on the top, so you can actually use them. But as I mentioned, some things internally, some of the third tier, or not second level but third level options still have that Windows 7 look, which is something they haven't changed. So for instance, if I go to manage from this PC, This is something that's been there since almost, I think, XP. I could be wrong, but I know Windows 7 you have this option. It looks like this. Same thing on Windows 8. It hasn't really gotten that facelift there. So there's some things you will find that have this look here and there. And even if you're looking for those options, if you know what it is and you search for it, you will actually find it. That's one of the beauties I like about Windows 10 and the search function and how that's been affected properly, especially using Cortana here. So I have Cortana up, and it's already pulling up from my Cortana from my options from my Windows phone, because I'm using the same account. So I'm using the same Windows account all across the board, and it shows me, things I'm interested in. It also, I can go to my notebook and customize those all together. I can set reminders, and I can also send feedback, and I can use Cortana in different ways. If I actually click on this and say open music,
Sure thing. Starting groove music.
that opens Groove Music for us, and we can go and check that out. So you see, you can use Cortana in those different ways. You can open up different applications, search things, all that fun stuff all together, and you can see Groove Music still looks like Xbox Music, very simple. You can go to artists. It shows you all the artists that you have, songs, playlist, all that fun stuff, and you can of course link your own libraries to it if you choose to. And if you go to the store, this actually opens up on a different window here. So this actually opens up the exact music store arena for you. And if you have the Groove Music Pass, you can actually just stream the music if you please. So that is Groove Music. That's what music looks like, and it functions the same way as Xbox Music. It's just different color scheme. We also have movies and TVs, which is the same thing. You have your own folders if you choose that, and it works the same way. And you can go to shop and also purchase more content in there if you choose. That's some of the things that you would see there with music. So Windows is known, of course, as the multitasking king, and there are a couple of things that are in Windows 10 that allow you to do that much easily. So there's a Snap Assist, which you could do with a lot of third-party software, but this allows you to actually take this crowded desktop here with a lot of different windows open, and I can just snap my browser to the right-hand corner, snap that to there. I'm gonna snap my settings here to the bottom left, and then I have two more applications open. This Xbox, I'm just gonna click on that and put that there. So you can see I've got that crowded desktop, it put to good use. But still, I might have other applications open, or I have so much work to do. So I click on task view, and this allows me to add multiple desktops. I have 3. So that was desktop 1 where you saw all those apps, and this is desktop 2 with Netflix and PowerPoint. Desktop 3 has Microsoft Word, and I can go and drag that and move that over to desktop 2 and say, you know what, I don't want desktop 3 anymore. So I now have a bunch of things in desktop 3, and I can still do the same thing. I can snap to the corner of the screen, and I can put that there, snap it that way if I want to choose. So you can do all those things with it, and it makes for a much more expanded experience, and add multiple desktops as much as I choose and snap them out in either way, form, or fashion, making it a much more simple experience for me to actually navigate and do what I need to do on my Windows machine. One of the things that I do like that are also very interesting is some of the extended functionality, like with Xbox. So for instance, you can actually connect your Xbox and stream games directly from your Xbox. So I'm here on my PC. I've gone to the Xbox app. My Xbox is connected. So it finds my console on my network. I hit stream. It's going to open up the Xbox OS there, connected to Xbox. It says connected, and I'm on my Xbox menu, and I am just navigating through. I can go ahead and fire up a game. We can fire up Arkham. I'm not going to play the game, but you can see that here. You do have your options at the very top, and I can stop streaming. And it says no, thank you. It shows me all I have there, and it shows that, okay, like I'm about to play that. That's a really nice feature, especially if you live with roommates. If you have a spouse who wants to use the only TV you have, you can play this on your computer, on your Surface, on your laptop, and still stream your games effectively overall. So that's a very, very nice feature that I think that a lot of people would like and find very useful with the use of a Windows 10. Overall, its performance is nice. I mean, it's a really solid system, OS system. It's very smooth, works very well, and even things like the browser. So we now have the Edge browser, and let's go here, and we have the Edge browser, and we have an article one thing you can do with the Edge browser, of course, is read mode, which shows you, just takes away all the pictures and gives you the article itself. So if you're looking to just focus on the article and focus on what you want to actually look at, that's a good way to do that. We can also add to favorite reading lists. We can do favorite hub, check out the favorite hub itself. We can actually make notes. So we can say, you know what, I'm going to highlight this, and I like this section here, and this here looks fantastic, you know, and I can save it, or I can share it with friends, and or I can just exit. You know, those are the things you can do with this. And then the settings mode here allows you to go into some in-depth settings. Now, in terms of functionalities, I do like the Edge browser. It's right now I'm using it as my second browser after Firefox. I think there's still a few things that need to be improved, but it functions very, very well. I like its speed, performance, and I will say that I'm using it more and more. I wouldn't say I've totally switched over, but I'm using it more and more. I like the light and dark themes, you know, kind of just like Windows 10 mobile on the mobile side. So it's a really solid browser overall. I think a lot of people will like its function, especially if you're just using the default browser off there. We'll play HTML5 video. I don't think it supports Flash, but then again, Flash is dying. So there's a couple of things there. Now, I wanted to show you the new photo viewer. And so I have a photo here. I double click on it, and boom, the photo comes up. And this is what we have. We have this canvas of doing more. So you're looking at a cast of, you know, Justice League's the DC movies, Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. But we can go in and share this automatically. We can do a slideshow. We can edit this this photo, and do things, effects, colors. We can enhance it right just from clicking on the photo and opening it up. You know, we can also rotate, delete, as well as jump in and view our collection. So wherever our collection is, you can see our collection. We took a snapshot right there from our collection, and we can go ahead and look at that, and that's the snapshot of this. So that is something really cool. I do like the new photo app. It really goes a long way. And if you sign in, you know, things on your cloud will also drop down there. And it also has its own settings menu specifically for this. It shows you where you're viewing content and adding folders and things like that. So that is a nice feature altogether. Again, there are a lot of things I do like with Windows 10. Now, mind you, this is the final version. This is before it's released on July 29th, and we're using, you know, the final version update 10.20.40, which will be getting patches, and we've been getting patches throughout the whole week. But this is the final version of Windows 10, and as a user, I am quite impressed with, you know, some of it, just its form, function, and just all the things that you're getting with it. I think a lot of people will like it. Also, not forgetting the OneDrive integration. I don't have it on here on this system, but it's going to be very important because it allows you to back up your systems and transfer information over much quickly and have things, you know, interconnected. So overall, this is really solid. I do like Windows 10. I think this is something that if you're a Windows 7 user, you need to upgrade. If you're on Windows 8.1 and you weren't too happy with it, or you just didn't like some of the aesthetics, then definitely go ahead and upgrade to Windows 10. It will be much more of an experience you're used to in terms of just aesthetics, but also the form of function is much improved and is taking a big bump altogether. So that is Windows 10, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? If you're using the beta, let me know what you think. If you're on the fence, or even if you're a Mac user, what are your thoughts about Windows 10 and using the operating system here? Is this something you guys would use? Is this something that you would find useful? Just showing you here the storefront, which has a much cleaner look. You can see the home, apps, games, music, movies and TVs. So all those things are things that I think will attract people to the Windows platform. And even the look of the you know, just the applications of how they open up, not full screen, but it's this minimalistic square box that opens up. It's very nice. So anyway, guys, your thoughts on Windows 10, let us know. Otherwise, guys, don't forget to like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.